Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk about one of the smartest hidden business models in digital platforms, coin based platforms. At first, coins look harmless. They feel like a fun little feature inside an app. But once you look closer, you realize they do something much bigger. They change how people think about spending. They make small purchases feel easier, and they give the platform more control over the entire money flow. So, this is not just about digital coins, this is about how platforms turn spending into a system. Most people think coins are just a convenient payment tool. They think, okay, this is just a simple way to unlock something or send a gift. It feels light, it feels casual, it almost feels like play money. And that's exactly why it works so well. Because when people stop thinking in dollars and cents and start thinking in coins, they often stop feeling the real weight of the purchase the same way. What's really happening is that coins create distance between the user and real money. Instead of feeling like I'm spending $5, it feels like I'm just spending a few coins here and there. That sounds small, but it changes behavior. The platform is not just making payments easier, it is shaping the way spending feels. And when spending feels lighter, people tend to do it more often. So, the hidden model here is not just payment, it is the spending psychology plus the platform control. This is really the core of the whole model. Coin systems reduce what people call the friction and pain of paying. When someone sees direct cash leaving the bank account, that usually feels more serious. But when that money gets converted into coins, the emotional friction drops. Now the user is not thinking about real currency as directly, they are thinking in the app units. That makes small purchases feel easier. It makes impulse behavior easier, and it makes repeated spending feel less intense than it really is. So, coins are powerful because they do not just process spending, they often soften it. Here's how the money actually works. First, the user buys the coins. Then the user spends the coins inside the platform, usually through tips, gifts, premium content, or special access. After that, part of the value goes to the content creator and part stays with the platform. That means that the platform is not just hosting interaction, it is controlling the entire path to monetization. And because this model is built around lots of smaller, repeated transactions, it can be extremely effective. One big subscription price is one thing, but a system that gives people spending over and over again in small, minuscule amounts can become even more powerful. This is where the business model really gets interesting. Content creators or entertainers usually drive the attention. They bring in the audience, they keep people engaged, and users often feel like they are supporting the creator directly. But structurally, the platform usually has the advantage. Why? Because the platform controls the coin pricing, the payout rules, the user experience, and the spending environment. So even though the creator generates demand, the platform often has more power over how the money actually moves within their ecosystem. That's one of the biggest hidden truths in this whole model. Now, if we run this through the business model canvas, the picture gets extremely clear. The customer segments are really two sided, the users and the creators. The value proposition is not just content, it is easy, flexible, repeatable spending inside a controlled environment. The revenue streams come from coin purchases, gifts, tips, and other premium interactions. The key activities are engagement, monetization, and customer retention. And the key resources are things like the creators, the platform, trust, the payment systems, the algorithms, and the wallet structure itself. So the platform is not just really selling coins, it is selling a repeat spending ecosystem. Behind the scenes, there's a lot more going on than users ever see. There are payment gateways, wallet systems, moderation tools, recommendation systems, analytic support systems, and monetization tracking. In some cases, there can also be management layers or extra infrastructure around the creator themselves. So while the front end experience may look simple, the real business runs on a much larger back end machine. That hidden ecosystem is what makes the coin economy possible. This model is strong, but is not risk free. Its strengths are obvious. It is flexible, highly engaging, and very good at driving repeated spending. But the weaknesses matter as well. If users start feeling manipulated, trust can fail. If creators become unhappy with payout structures, platform tension arises. And because these systems can look psychologically aggressive, they may also attract backlash, regulation, and reputational problems. So, the same design choices that make coin based platforms profitable can also make them very vulnerable. The big takeaway is this: coin based platforms are not just selling digital currency, they are building a controlled spending environment. They use psychology, repetition, and platform design to make spending feel easier and more frequent. This is why the model can be so profitable, but it also depends on trust, creator participation, and strong infrastructure behind the scenes. So, the real question is not just whether users are buying content or interaction, the real question is whether they are being guided into a spending system that is much more powerful than it first appears. Thank you.